Welcome to XALT Ministries. Today my name is Wyatt and we're going to look at One Step Away by Casting Crowns. Sorry, today I woke up and I have a bit of a sore throat and cold, so I'll do my best to push on through this one. The key is going to be in the key of A. We're not going to be using any capo at this point. Everything's going to be basic A chords. So you have your basic A chords of A, D, F sharp minor, E, and then they also throw in a C sharp minor into this song as well. So before we get started too much in the strum pattern and the building of the song and everything, let's head on over to the chords and see how those are formed. Let's look at the chords here for Casting Crowns on One Step Away. It's in the key of A. So we're going to be doing A2, a D2, an F sharp minor, and an E. That's your basic 4, and then you also add a C sharp minor. Okay? So let's look at this. A2 is going to be a mute. Open, 2, 2, open, open. And then you go to your D2. I'll refer to these in A and D when I'm actually doing the more or less tutorial for the chords, because it's a lot simpler than saying A2, D2, and it doesn't sound like I'm coming out rolling off Star Wars. So the D2 is going to be a mute, open, 2, 3, open. And from this, we'll use this finger and swing up to our F sharp minor, and which you'll do quite often, and that's going to be a mute, 4, 4, 2, open, open. And from here you can do one of two things. You can scrunch all these down if you want to your E, or you can flip your fingers around, but we're doing a basic E chord now, which is a open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. And then that will give you your basic 4. So you have A2, D, F sharp minor, E. If you notice, this guy's sliding around here quite a bit. Alright, and then that C sharp minor. And come down here to your fourth fret. And this your C sharp minor, I'll say that 5 times fast, is going to be a mute, 4, 6, 6, open, open. Alright? So you have A2, D2, F sharp minor, E, C sharp minor. Alright, and that's going to be your 5 chords for this song. On the C sharp minor, you'll be mostly using towards the last part of, at the last part of each verse, and also in the bridge. So it won't be consistent all the time. You'll be using the basic 4. But anyways, now that we got these down, if not, that's okay. Go ahead and repeat each part, get these all in your muscle memory and everything. But if you're all set, let's continue on. All right. So now you got your chords. You have your A2, your D2, your F sharp minor, your E, and your C sharp minor. Now, the A2 and the D2 in the video are referred to as basic A and D for simplicity reasons, but those are the actual chords I am talking about. Okay, your intro right to start off, your intro is going to be F sharp minor, E, A, D. See if... do that twice. So the F sharp minor, E, A, D is going to be done twice. That's going to be your intro, so you're going to hear. Now you can palm mute, or you can just do open. However you want to do it, that's fine. You can make the song completely your own. Now, that's going to be your intro, so you have, and then your intro is also actually the same progression that you use in your verses. So if we keep that same progression and just play through it, strum pattern will be right up here. It's a popular one that I use. It's a full measure strum pattern. The first part of the strum pattern is going to be 1, skip your 2, 3, 4, and. So you have, except when you play it's going to sound like this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So you skip the 2. And then the next part of it, you're going to go and 3, 4, and. So you skip the 1, skip the 2. So you have and 3, 4, and. So you have 1, so you have 1, 2, 3, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. There we go. So all together is going to sound like this. So now that we got that part down. If not, go back and replay it and get it into your muscle memory and everything. So let's see if we. So let's start off. We're on the verse 1. If we could go back on that F sharp minor, you start that progression. Go back and relive one day of your life all over again and unmake the mistake that left you a million miles away from the you once knew. Now yesterday's shame keeps saying you'll never get back on track. Alright, now instead of continuing with the progression like we would normally go into A and we would normally go into D, we're going to go into the C sharp minor. It's kind of like the ending note of the verse, or actually both verses. So instead of going F sharp minor, E, A, D, you're going to go F sharp minor, go back, D, on track, and then that C sharp minor. But what if I told you? Alright, so it's going to sound like, so you're going to go, what if you go back, relive one day of your life all over again and unmake the mistake that left you a million miles away from the you once knew. Now yesterday's shame keeps saying you'll never get back on track. But what if I told you one step? Okay, so let's go right into the chorus, and then you're going to go right into the D. So you go, you one step, so your progression for your chorus is going to be D, A, F sharp minor, E. So you're going to have a few different progressions to memorize throughout this entire song. But like I said, they're all basic chords you know, it's just remembering the order. So we have D, A, F sharp minor, then E, okay? Almost completely reverse of what your last progression was. So we have, D, you're one step away, A, away from surrender, F sharp minor, one step away, back to the E. So we have now I'll hold my guitar so you can see the chord switches. One step away from surrender, one step away from coming home, coming home. One step from arms wide open, whoops, his love has never let you go, you're not alone. Alright, so now that's the last part of the progression. Now the last line of this, the progression is going to change because the progression is now going back into your verse. So remember your verse progression, that F sharp minor, E, A, D, that's what you're going to play for the last part of this, or the last part of this verse. It's more like the interlude that's pushed into the last part of the chorus just a little bit. So you have You're Not Alone, F sharp minor to E, you're one step away, and you can go into that progression for your verse, which is F sharp minor, E, and then A and D. So, and then we're going to go right into verse 2, because verse 2 is the exact same chord progression as verse 1, completely, even with the ending chord switch at the end. So we have one step away from surrender, one step away from coming home, coming home. One step from arms wide open, his love has never let you go, you're not alone. Let's switch the chord progression. One step away, doesn't matter how far you've gone. When you do, it doesn't matter. Start out as soon as you start playing that D chord from the chorus. That's why I found the best way to do, almost like right as soon as you finish up the A, start with it. So you have, you go, doesn't, so you want that doesn't come on that D. It doesn't matter how far. Alright? So just a little tidbit, when you practice in that, the D actually falls on doesn't, even though it's not listed that way. Alright, let's do that. You're one step away. Doesn't matter how far you've gone. First he says you don't have to keep running down the road you're on. Love's never been a lost cause. Your shame, lay it down. Leave your ghost in the past, cause you know that you can't go back. You can turn around. You've never been more than. And then go right back into the chorus again. One step away from surrender, one step away from coming home, coming home. One step from arms wide open, his love has never let you go, you're not alone. Alright. Now your chord progression, keep on going here with it. Sorry, I keep thinking that the chord progression switches at this point. I don't know why. It does not. So you one step away, one step away. Alright, now for the bridge. The bridge chord progression is consistent, but at the same time it does switch up chords. Almost like it keeps pushing chords closer and closer together as a build. So we're going to go through this one step at a time. Make sure you have your chord sheet that's attached below. Have this out because it'll be a whole lot easier to read this. So let's go to the bridge. The one easy part you're going to remember is that your chord progression will always start with D, F sharp minor, E. That's kind of like the beginning progression because the last part changes a little bit. So we have D, lay down, F sharp minor, lay down your old chains, E. So you have lay down your old chains, and then come now is A on this part. So you have lay down your old chains, come now and take up your new name. Back to that progression of that D, F sharp minor, E. Your best life up ahead now. Wait it out, and then you can start that progression one more time. You're one step away, lay down your old chains. Come now to a C sharp minor after that E now. Take up your new name. Back to the D. Your best life up ahead now. And then you're going to, instead of dragging it out like how you did the last time, you're going to do a C sharp minor after the E. So you have C sharp minor, you're one step away, and then back to the D again. So that's why I said it's a little hard. So you have your best life up ahead now. You're one step away. We go. You're one step away. Back to the D. Lay down your old chains. C sharp minor. Come now and take up your new name. D. Your best life up ahead now. And then you're gonna do your chord progression. That's for your chorus at the end. You're one step away, and then you're just kind of continue on with that chord progression. Take a look at the sheet below. So come on home, come on home. One step from arms wide open. His love has never let you go. You're not alone. Whoops, oh, that was bad. Let it go. Not alone, one step away, lay down your old chains. Keep that progression. Take up your new name. Sorry, I am running, my nose is going crazy, and my 4-year-old used up the rest of my Kleenexes because she's not a very good job at serving on Kleenexes. I don't think any Tyler is. Alright. So our progression now is going to change just a tad for the last two lines of the lay down and take up. The lay down your old changes that D, A, F sharp minor, E, and then take up your new name is the same D, A, F sharp minor, E. And then when you get to the next part where it does lay down your old chains, it goes D, F sharp minor, E, A. So we have lay down your old chains. Take up your new name, and then it goes on to a no chord where it just goes lay down your old chains and continues until the end. Sorry for the cold I have and everything and distraction. That's pretty much it for how to do One Step Away by Casting Crowns. There isn't a whole lot to it other than a lot of times sometimes the chords will flip around, but luckily they're all very simple chords. The C sharp minor might take you a little time to get used to the progression in your A. Sorry. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, got something out of this video. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.